Looks, I'm going to sit over asteroid tracking. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. I have my beer. It doesn't matter. I love my porters. Delicious, delicious beer. LF looks to be starting over in asteroid tracking, while over in loading, command rather, the aliens have started a Shade Hive drop right off the bat, so they're going for stealthy and hidden 2 Marines, doing a 3-2 split right out of asteroid tracking, going for the natural down south. Wow, this lag is going to kill me. Also a, I guess, natural contention over in northern biodome and RT being dropped. We see a 2 skulk push pushing up on the north end of the map, 1 skulk coming up on that northern biodome RT. So Billy Talent looks to be jumped at any point. It's solid Chump, and Chump just wait for him, wait in this vent. He gets parasited, Billy gets parasited, he turns around and tries to snipe those skulks out of the vent. Over in water production, Transcendence and Powder Monkey now going to take on Carnage and Tap. Tap goes down to 25% health. Weapons 1 has been started on the Marines. Powder Monkey, as he comes around the corner, Carnage is going to wait for him. Tap's going to be the bait as he has no health. Transcendence walks around the corner. Powder Monkey gets jumped on by Carnage. Carnage takes him down. Transcendence go down. That is a cleanup on the south end of the map. Water production is going to go down. Over in northern biodome, the 2 Marines have cleaned up that 1 skull push and are going to kill and build that RT and build an armory. So it looks like they're going to hold what they can with what they have. There's 2 skulks now. It looks like the alien team is going for a push into main Marine base. Billy Talent takes down Carnage as he tries to come into the base, but 2 skulks are on the north end who are going to do what they can with what they have. Northern biodome mines being researched, so it looks like they're going to see some offensive mines right there, trying to hold that as much as possible. As 2 Marines push down into tunnel, going to surface access, we're going to have a contact right here on surface. This big long hallway, Tap and Satyr coming around the corner. Tap gets picked off by Billy as he jumps down that hallway, but just gets sniped. Satyr is going to rethink his options and hide for a bit. These 2 skulks still outside of main base. Satyr carefully sneaking by. They're going to go for a base rush, it looks like, as these 3 skulks now coming up on them. A veil has been dropped, so they're going to see a base rush at any point. So I'm just going to sit over a Marine start, because Silence waiting as Transcendence rounds the corner. I would advise not going after him. He might have heard that. He might not have heard that. Transcendence, I think he knows what's going on. Ob's being completed, going to avoid that. Transcendence comes around the corner, and he's going to get picked up by those 2 skulks, but he called that out. He's got, the Marines have to have something going on. Over in main Marine base, we have 1 IP going, but that arms lab looks like it's going down. There's the Obs, there's the beacon, 4 skulks in, the whole Marine team comes in, weapons 1 goes down, the arms lab is gone. This alien cleanup might have been working. All the aliens get pushed out, but there's 20 res for the Marines that have just been lost. Over in northern biodome, the mines doing their job. It doesn't look too big of a play as Marines are sitting on 4 res nodes. Aliens only have 3 with 1 being built. This Shade Hive start might have actually been a smart idea. Transcendence gets taken out by Carnage's Parasite. Ouch, he got sniped. The aliens have taken the right side of the map, but the Marines look to be having a steady hold on the left side of the map. So northern biodome maybe is going to be in contention at some point. Powder Monkey is going to get bitten a few times as Satyr tries to do what he can, but with no armor, no carapace, he's going to do what he can. He's just trying to dodge and juke, get what he can. Powder Monkey goes around the corner, K-Stick takes him out with a pistol. Tap now one of the 2 lurks, Silent being the other one, on the field. Weapons 1 has been completed, which means the arms lab is back up. We're probably going to see some lurk play, some double pack play with these lurks, especially with this big open hallway. These mines getting taken out by Tap. Over in Central, Silent's going to do what he can to try and kill these 2 Marines. He's going to get out of there. He doesn't want any of that. It is a big long hallway. Tap picks up a mine as he comes out, but cleans up all the mines, and now the Marines converging on northern biodome, going to relay down those mines, get that hold back. Trumpet comes around the corner. These aliens look to be going for a pounce, but Trumpet takes down 1. He's going for a few more bites. He takes down 2. Carnage takes down 1. Aliens might clean up here. Tap goes down to almost no health. He gets picked up by a mine. Silent's going to try and spike down Transcendence as Satyr comes around the corner, going to do what he can. Mines are still gone. Satyr might actually be better off sacrificing himself on that. There's no Marines anywhere to hold this, so that is going to be a loss. They're going to beacon to base. I don't know why they beacon. 2 veils being completed on the alien side. That's going to give them more silence and more aura powers, rather. I can't think of the names. But essentially, the aliens have, with the Shade Hive, the ability to go silent. You can't hear their attacks, you can't hear their bites, and you can't hear their walks. The 3 veils, which were just completed. So now the aliens are going to be totally silent no matter what they're doing, running or walking. K-Stick needs to get out. Tat needs to get out of there. He's got almost no health. K-Stick fought him in that hallway, and that might have been a bad idea, but he's going to get out. He's got no problem. Over in Pass, Silent's going to help out his buddy. Satyr goes down to a pistol, but Sick goes down to the Lurk, who just avenged his buddy. Surface access, a whip being built, 72% grown, 80% grown. K-Stick's going to come around and see that, but it might be built before you can do anything about it. Wow! He stops before it's finished. 98%, the whip's up, but it's going to attack the res node, not the Marines. That whip's going to be lost. Tap's going to try and save that. Going through the vent, going through the floor. There goes the whip. That's 10 res lost. A Drifter now doing what he can to get out. That's another 8 res. Tap. He's going to go up against these 2 Marines. He's in a tight spot. Tap takes down 1, but there's a well, I can't think of the word. Not a hologram. Can't think of the word. Ghost image. There's a word for it. I can't think about it. Silent's going to cruise through main base. Aliens look to be going for another push. Another hive being dropped in Hangar Bay as the aliens have held the north end of the map for quite a long time. Over in surface access, that RT has been taken down, so that's probably going to get dropped a Harvester. Weapons 2 has been started, mines have recompleted as an armory was dropped somewhere. Probably lost the one. Yeah, they lost the one in Northern Biodome. They built one in asteroid tracking in main base. Up in North Shore, the Marines start. The aliens are holding onto the map. They're just keeping these Marines locked into the base. They're doing what they can to keep them locked into that, which cuts them down to 2 RTs. This leaves the aliens on 6 RTs right now. And at the moment, they have lost, in terms of towers, Marines have lost 2 resource nodes. Aliens have lost 0. Team resources, Marines are sitting on 195 to 238. Team kills, aliens are skyrocketing in team kills, 15 to 29. Those lurks came out in the field, and the tides turned. This double lurk play is really working for them. But these Marines being pinned into their base on 2 RTs does a lot to cut their tech explosion out. These 2 lurks now sitting in under the bridge there. 1 lurk, he's going to come up. Tap's going to try and do what he can on K-Stick. He is going to get out of there. You see how long this room is. He could easily be sniped from across the room with those rifles. Shotguns, not so much. They haven't even been started, but Marines are working on weapons too. And Ops is just finished. I think they're going for the phase gate push more than anything. Down in surface access, a scan being dropped as Silent comes up behind these 2 Marines and tries to do what he can, but he's going to get pushed down to half health and get pushed out. But there is a whip there who will defend as long as he can. But it looks like these 2 Marines will, at least for now, hold the room. But I think not. A Satyr, as a fade comes around the corner, and with only armor 1 and rifles, no shotguns, these Marines are going to be squishy, squishy, squishy. But Satyr needs to play carefully. He just went down to half health. They don't have Carapace, and Hangar Bay is only 67% grown. Up in observation, 3 Marines now pushing down into, there we go, into observation. Going to try and get these spikes from this lurk. Tap takes down K-Stick with those spikes as another skull comes through the vent here. Chumpette's going to come around the corner. There's no scan. These Marines are going to get back out of there, and they're going to back out. That might have been a bad, they rethought their decision. Prony is going to go down to Carnage as Carnage finishes off Transcendence. Marines now being held at 3 RTs, but the water production one might go down. It doesn't look good for Marines right now. It really doesn't. LF is having a hard time holding on to res, especially with no tech and no res. They can't tech up, and these aliens are just exploding. I mean, they're sitting on an obnoxious amount of resources. 7 res nodes is silly, just absolutely silly. Hangar Bay is 96% grown. Surface access has been finished. Over in water production, Transcendence and Prony trying to do what they can. As Silent, trying to hold on to this RT. Hangar Bay is finished. Resource towers 3 to 1. Team resources 236 to 394. Their advantage is just exploding all over the place. Team kills 18 to 37. Those 2 lurks in that fade are just cleaning these Marines up, even on armor 1, weapons 2. They don't have any shotguns, which is something they probably should invest in as soon as they hit 20 res. But they're working on phase tech instead, which I think is a bad idea. But I think they're looking for mobility, and they're going to hold the 3 res nodes with what they have, and they're probably going to set up a phase gate in Tunnel and a phase gate in Falls, and they're going to try and hold the 3 res nodes and then tech up. But Carnage is already an Onos with no shotguns, only weapons 2, armor 1, and no mobility from jetpacks. That Onos might clean these Marines up, no problem. Satyr's going to get out with half health. Tap's going to come around the corner. Carnage comes around the corner. Yeah, these Marines, this might be GG, honestly. With 3 hives and no high tech, no higher level tech, I don't see the Marines coming out of this. Phase tech has been completed, so maybe they'll get a phase gate, maybe they'll get a kill, but with no shotguns. They could kill the lurks if they try, but they haven't even researched shotguns, so I don't know what they're doing. Billy sees this Onos, he knows what's up. Armor 2 has been started. I guess they were going for 2-2 before they get shotguns, but they need to kill these higher life forms if they want to stand any form of chance. These LMGs are not going to do anything to these higher life forms, just absolutely nothing, and I was in the wrong spot for that fight. I'm sorry, I hit the wrong button. Billy Talent got pushed down into the river. He's going to get taken out by Satyr. He's going to get cleaned up. Down in Central, Crony is going to get cleaned up by this Onos. We now have 2 Onoses on the field, Chumpet and Carnage, who are just rolling and cleaning the map up. Marines are locked in to 2 res nodes, main base and water. I don't see the Marines coming out of this unless they pull off some crazy Hail Marys. I guess silhouette would be the word. There is an actual word for it, but I can't think of it right now, and I can't think of the word. I'm sorry. I just looked over chat and I saw it feel said. I guess illusion would be the best word. Let's just stick with that. There's the push into main base. Prony is the only one around. Chumpet's going to clean him up, and Silent and Chumpet are now going to back off and hit water production. Over in Northern Biodome, K-Stick is trying to kill the RT as Tap tries to take on Billy and Powder. Marines almost have 2-2. Their Armor 2 is almost finished. Powder goes down. Billy's going to go down to Tap's fight, maybe, unless Billy can pull off some Hail Marys with his pistol. He's just juking all the jukes. Down in surface access, a Crag is just merrily working its way along. Over in water production, Armor 2 has been completed. I don't see the Marines coming out of this. 3 hives, no shotguns, no jetpacks. I don't see the Marines getting out of this. This looks to be GG. This looks like the push now. Chumpet's going to push up into main base. He is alone, but with aliens everywhere across the map, Veil is obnoxiously obscene. Crag Hive has been finished. 3 shells are done. Aliens have full carapace, no shotguns on the Marine side. There's no way. I mean, honestly, there's no way. They're going to mine up main base, and here's the push. Here comes the push. Chumpet rolls in with Carnage Tap and Satyr. They're going to clean this up. All these Marines are fighting for their lives. Wow, mines going off everywhere. Carnage is almost no health. Hackers might know this. Carnage doesn't really matter. They're on the IP. There goes the infantry portal. Billy comes out at the last possible second, but goes down to blades. There goes the arms lab. Everyone's out. That IP is 1 bite. There goes the IP. The chair is going to go down. This is going to be GG. That was just absolutely brutal. That was hard. That was, ow. That was ouch.